Good morning. Good morning. Out here watching a couple of stocks move around on the monkeypox news that happened this weekend. The WHO announced that the monkeypox is actually more of a concern than they originally thought. So a couple of the stocks that are following it are GOVX, which is up 77%, SIGA, and then TNPX as well. So we shall see. So right now on the scans, I see GOVX, I see REVB. I know TNPX because I was looking to trade, or TNXP because I was looking to trade that one before when monkeypox first started opening up. So I just know that one off the back of my head. But yeah, let's jump over here to Street Smart Edge, which I have added that in here. These four. Or no, not KLVL. I was just looking at that one because it was up 30%. And I was trying to see what was going on with that one. But that's just a license agreement. No big news on KAVL. So I would focus on these monkeypox stocks to see what SIGA's gonna do. I'm using SIGA as kind of like a backbone for what the other stocks would do on the same sentiment. But I am more interested in GOVX because it has a bigger range of 78%. Even though it's a cheaper stock, it's right around the same level as TNXP, so we'll see. And plus it already has 23 million shares of volume over here. Good morning, Daniel B. When your dreams become reality. Uh, I don't know, man. I try not to. I try not to dream too much. I try to make stuff happen in reality on my own. Let's see. Yeah, TMPX has definitely pulled back quite a bit on the hour chart. Had a top up here of the 140s, 150-ish area was where it found some resistance. If you look back on the chart here, the 140s was kind of where it stopped the first time as well. So we'll see if we can get a range in here. Let's see, 140 down to the 125s. But this thing's got a whole green on the day. Y'all already know how I do. If it ain't green, it ain't me. Let's see. This one's 120 on the day. A little bit of resistance there. That 120 level was the bottom of this previous range here that it had up to the 150s. Looking like it wants to get back under the dollar. So not looking terribly great. And the area that me and Donnell had talked about earlier was the 14 up here. The 14 just continues to be a problem for this thing. Every time it gets up here, it comes back to this 14 and struggles. $14 area, 14 down to I don't know if it'll drop as low as a 12 again, but I'll just be watching in this range to see if it'll drop on in here and how it acts within this range between 14 and 11. TNPX still giving up the ghost. Okay. I look tired. Man, I had some great sleep last night. Oh, it was amazing. Oh man, I had all kinds of. Nah, I don't dream anymore. I just sleep. It's just pitch black, and I love it. Pitch black and silent, like death. Um, REVB continues to push up here as well, up 120%, almost 10 million shares traded. Little weird one. The news on it today had a why Revelation Biosciences is trading higher. Let's see. Revelation Biosciences says study of allergic rhinitis or rhinitis treatment meets primary endpoint on safety or whatever. That doesn't seem like big news. Mm. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, One Life. Man, I try to analyze the best of my ability before I press any buttons. Feel like that's should be the job of any trader to analyze, especially with positions that I'm looking to take. Every morning we see these bad boys scalping, goes just mush, especially on Monday mornings. People try to scalp and they get pulled into all kinds of traps. So we'll see what happens today on this one. Where is my website? Still not there. Okay. Look at this SPY. Floating around that 395 level. It's acted like it wants to get up there to the 400, but we know that most of these tickers, they act out a lot. They could be they're definitely Oscar award winning mechanisms. They act and act and act, and then maybe they'll do it. But let's see. This one's come up to the 399, come up to the 399 again. We'll see if we can blast through there one of these times. The question for SIGA, it always struggles at that 14. If it breaks down to 14, how will it react in this range down to the 11? So from 14, that's a $3 range for it to figure out what it wants to do, if it wants to lift back out or what. And on that, I'll be looking at that to see what these other stocks, GOVX and TNXP, want to do in the sentiment of the movement of SIGA. Let's jump over here and look back at the scans. Not much on them. Still waiting for oil to come down and break down through this 95 level. It just continues to test this level, and forming a little concrete area around the 92-ish level every time it comes down. So I think the break of the 92 may be a nice breakdown for it. TBLT was quite a big mover on Friday, but look at it now. Got up here to $9 and has made its way down big to the 590 something. So a $4 drop over the weekend. That's crazy. I did not take any trades on Friday, by the way. I just let the market do what it did and just left it alone. Yeah, Daniel B. I did see the trading with Josie. Um I was in there for a little bit, and I guess they did it through the Discord or something, but I guess that was the first video. We'll have to definitely work on some of the I could hear him, but I want to work on his sound quality a lot. Because it was I think he was making a lot of points, but it was just like, we got to work on that sound, buddy. We got to work on that audio. Cause I heard like he was looking at supports, resistance, looking at different levels where shorts and longs would get in. But yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Work in progress. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta have a first video before you can really hammer out everything else. Daniel B says the first 3 days of this week will uncover the direction for the market for the next 4 months. What? HH Trader, why did TBLT move opposite of the market? Well, I believe TBLT was only a day trade, right? It had no real reason to be moving on Friday, which is why we sometimes call Fridays those freaky Fridays, because things that have no reason are just ripping. They have no value and they're just ripping. And I just looked at it and I was like, do I want to stick my toes in that and get them chopped off? Nah, I'm good. And I don't even think it's opposite of the market. I think it's just overvaluation. Like people getting in on Friday for a quick buck And the ones that hold thinking, okay, on Monday this thing may continue to rip, they get fried. I don't even know if they even I don't even think it cared about the market. It's like, yep, we got enough dummies in here for Friday. Monday we dropping the hammer. And this is why we like to get in and out on those types of stocks, because now it's down 27% and Daniel B said they're doing an offering here. Let me look over here. Um, Surge 235%. Y Revelation Biosciences, blah blah blah. Okay, Tough Built Industries announces a $2 million private placement priced at a premium to market under NASDAQ rules. They're doing this at $5 per share. Wow. Ooh, I know somebody's gonna be burnt up that was holding Friday. Oh my goodness. But that's how the market goes. And don't hold something that has no kind of real news. It's just popping up one day out of the week. And all of a sudden, there's a drop. Yeah, exactly, One Life. These are in the trash can. These care nothing about the NQ, the SPY. It is all fear, manipulation, all of that. And so, when people say there are market makers in there, the people, the big fish, they've made their money. They move this thing. The problem is there's no one to catch the falling knife. No other big fish want to catch it, and it just falls straight on down through the cracks because it has no value. That's why when I'm trading these trash can stocks, the NQ means nothing. The only reason that I look at the NQ is just to keep an eye on the overall market, just looking at it. It's a part of the observation, but it is not a part of what the stocks that I'm trading. I already put that in there. One. Nah, Friday, if you wanted to make money, you could have scalped it, but it never gave me the setup that I was looking for, Daniel B. I'm looking for a specific setup and it didn't come. Well, I'm looking for two specific setups, but neither one of them came. It was just going straight up. And I was like, this doesn't seem like the smartest thing because I don't like buying a higher highs. It just doesn't make sense. It's like where when I look at a chart, I'm like, okay, where were the people in that are making the most money, right? And then how far are we from that position? And if we've ripped 100% from where the initial people bought, I feel endangered unless a new bottom can form, a new level that I can clearly see that is obvious. I'm like, oh, okay, this okay, there is selling right here. this may be the next spot to get in. But that thing, it had a little floor and it just took off, and I was like, yep, I can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with that. I'm not greedy. I'm switching greed for just being like, hey, the people that made the money, the people that have made money, I already got their money. So it's no reason for me to jump on a bandwagon that's about to sink. All right. So we have 6 minutes to the bell. We've seen GOVX and TNXP and all this go through the ringer. REVB is another one of those that really doesn't have great news on the morning. It's just kind of up. So I'm expecting a lot of sell-off this morning on these stocks and see where they want to land. SIGA almost back down to $14, which is where we're kind of looking at. But at this point, it is getting momentum to the downside. A lot of selling pressure from this 1533 down here to this 1425. So, this previous area was 1415 that it failed at during an intraday trade. And now this is pre-market coming back into this level. So we'll see if it'll fail again. See if it'll fail again. Okay. Yes, I will get to that sometime. Ooh, yeah, I need to do that. Okay. Let me see if they pulled up. Nope, still not there. Cool. Nothing on my books. You said you thought SIGA would have a stronger pre-market, and that's why I wanted to wait, because the monkeypox, it continues to get these news catalysts, but the problem is on the charts it keeps returning to levels of strong resistance. And I'm like, it isn't holding these. Like if we look here on TOS, on the not on the yearly chart but on the daily chart, so it had this big rip up here to 14, big rejection off of 14, big rip up back to the $14 level, big rejection. Every time it gets close to that, for some reason I'm like, I just don't trust it. I really don't, because it always has these big fall offs from that 14 level. I don't know what it is there, but somebody continues to punch this thing down. Now, I don't know if it'll consolidate around the 14 and continue to move higher, since the WHO did all the talking this weekend, but I'm just not seeing the action in it like that. I would just want to see it behave strongly to get into GOVX or anything cheaper. It's just not doing it for me. And then on GOVX here, look at this. It was at 63 cents, bounced up here to $1. So it's about right around this area here. dollar area, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just too close for comfort for me to flip back under that dollar and be right back to 40 cents. Okay. Right. I'm gonna take TBLT off of this watch. No reason to watch it. It's just losing on the day. Everything else that's popped up on my scans is here. Reb still up 130%. Let me see about these previous levels on it. It had 169 up here, previous level that it was at. Let's look at the daily chart for it. Reb was once at $11, dropped down here to $2, has been trading around, gap down. This gap, let's look at this gap fill. Let's see what this gap fill looks like. Gap fill area somewhere up in there around $2. Okay, and so right now it is at $1.52. So it's still away from that gap fill. Not looking great. But we'll watch it. It's up 133% on bad news. So if you're gonna trade it, get in and out because it's not playing. It will take your shoes, socks, and shirt off your back. Let's see. Market just opened. Let's flip over here and see what happens. SIGA be the first one that I'm gonna look at. REVB is the biggest mover out of the open, up 4%, but it's looking like it's going to take a little slam. Monday mornings is a sell-off day, just like Friday afternoons. There's always a sell-off. Beginning of the week, end of the week. Which makes sense. People, the weekends are kind of treacherous, as we saw with TBLT. We have 1 point interest rate hike announcements tomorrow, Ben says. Okay. REVB facing a little bit of resistance. Everything else has gone on red. GOVX going down to that $1 level. Let's look at what SIGA's doing. SIGA is where? At the $14. So let's see if we can get that momentum built now that it's got up through there and failed, or is, I won't say failed yet, is testing the $14, but it is red on the day. And it's got to get all the way back up here to the 1462 to get back green on the day. So you already know how I feel about these red day stocks. They have me feeling some type of way, not wanting to press the buy button at all. So Reb is the one that's going up to 168 right now. Back to that previous level. No. Reb needs to get back. Where is that gap fill? Right up at $2, right around the $2 area, from 175 up to the $2, like a 25-cent area. So it's got to get up and hold the 175s. It is the only thing that is staying green that is on my scans right now. TNPX going there to the 125, still red on the day though. Dodging that one. SPY looking like it wants to go down a little bit. Let me also check the NQ out. NQ still holding out of this level of the 12,200. Just holding here right now. See what that wants to do. GOVX flipping back green now, coming back over the 110s. Still has a little top here at the 120s, 10 cents away. I don't know what kind of range it can have. If we look at what it did in pre-market, we put that resistance right here, 122. So it's got about a 20-cent resistance. We'll see what the range looks like on the day though. Does not look like it can hold green, struggling from red to green, and that's not good for the longs. I don't like that, especially after this big gap up and it's struggling to go green. Dangerous. All right, REVB finding resistance right up there around that 75, right under the 175 area. Pushing on up there a little bit. Looking to break that 175. It's the only thing that's green right now. We got another one, CMRX, popping up there. A little bit higher float looks like. CMRX. Also red on the day. It just met the volume requirements, but well, looking like it wants to eat dirt. Let me look at the news on CMRX. Trash. All of it is trash. All of it's following monkeypox. CMRX following monkeypox too. CMRX, TNXP, GOVX, and SIGA are following monkeypox. REVB going up and touching the 175s now. Initial range on this 5-minute candle, 150 up to the 175, so about 25 cents on that first candle on REVB. What's up, SB? Let's see. What are y'all out here talking about? Let's see. 1 point interest, 1 point rate, housing market already crumbling. All good in 6 months. Everything will be normal. Charts, the reserves, everything backs what I'm saying. You are speaking pure opinion. This guy doesn't take a day off. Okay. There's no days off. All right. REVB kind of trucking around this 175 area. SIGA coming back green now over the 450s. So we'll see if the other stocks want to start to follow that sentiment off of GOVX off of the $1, but it is still clearly red. So I'm not touching that one. They got to come back green. SIGA pumping up there though. Does not mean that it's one on the day. It still has big resistance up here at the 1550. And resistance here at the 1525-ish area. Look at it getting pummeled a little bit in this range. So we want to see it. We want to see what it wants to do. But the rest of the stocks that are following it are not looking great. $11 million shares. 27. Okay. SIGA only up 1%, so it may lose the battle to REVB. REVB has a whole lot more volume, up 14%. It has a better chance of holding green on the day. So today may be a scalper day because REVB is absolute trash. Absolute. And we know most breakouts fail. And we see this thing pushing up to 173 all the way to the 181s, almost 10 cents, and now pulling back. So we're looking for a big, at least one big failure here at the open on this one, with no kind of real idea to hold it up. SIGA back up to the 1473s, but just kind of struggling around here. I'm looking for it to break down this 14 though. RDBX is up 23%, but just not in the volume. The volume isn't competing with these other ones. Only has 1 million shares in volume on RDBX. Very low. I'm not even gonna put it up here. That's just a danger. It's not even keeping up with anything on this watch list. SIGA pumping back towards the 1450s. I'm looking for this thing to get shorted down through the floor for real. Because if it was really good, all these other stocks would at least be a lot closer to going green on a day. They're not even close. They're going further and further red. These are almost down 10% since the open on GOVX and CMRX. Reb breaking down that off of the 75s back under the 70s. So Reb pulling back over there. I didn't even see Donnell had entered Reb long at 172. Reb, okay. It's gonna have to show us that it can hold green on the day. Previous levels down here, it held for a while at the 125s, but I think if it goes back down there, it's gonna be definitely red down here in the 125 level. It also has a little bit where it tested around this 150 twice here. So we'll see how easily it breaks the 150 for support. Actually, let me put that on the hour chart over here. 150. We'll be taking it back red on the day. Only 10 cents away from red on the day. That's not good. SIGA pumped up here to the 1525s. Continues to find resistance as well. All right, TNPX coming back green on the day a little bit, trying to, but still just overall is not looking great behind these red candles. Can all of the monkeypox stocks come back green? GOVX right at $1. Is came down here twice during this time, so We'll see if it can go ahead and slam. It's still red on the hour chart. For it to get back green, it would have to get over the 111s and start the hold there. But still red on the day for now. Look at the overall market. Overall market isn't looking too bad. Not huge red, not huge green, kind of 50-50. Okay, RDBX is starting to catch up in volume. Let me look at what's going on with that one. Redbox, technology surge on circuit breaker, short squeeze by Reddit, of course. So this thing had a huge short squeeze the first time, and now people are trying it again down here in these levels around this previous bottom, but it just doesn't have the same like backing behind it, I guess. They did it once, but the second time's always weaker. Okay, SIGA holding green now, TNPX green now. So can all of these monkeypox stocks, they're coming back green. SIGA, GOVX. But we gotta watch SIGA first though. GOVX may pop up a little bit, but SIGA's gonna be the determining factor, and it's looking like it's struggling. We'll see if it can get down through this, back down through this 1450. All of the monkeypox stuff is up right now. I just don't like the way this volume is falling off, even in this little push up. Okay, GOVX getting a nice little pop, only up 6%, coming back to this top of the 121s. 120, well, right under the 125 area. Got one touch on the dollar. Plenty of volume, 40 million shares traded here. But I do think it's going to get a slam here if SIGA keeps playing around this 50. So be very careful. If SIGA goes red, I would say bail on these stocks that are other monkeypox stocks. Very close to going red here on SIGA again. Kind of flipping back and forth so we can see both. Actually, you know what? I got this set up, what I'm doing. So we can see all four of them. Okay, yeah, here we are. So let's go over here on TOS. So I got these four charts set up: SIGA, TP, TNXP, which is also following. And let me see if I can make this thing act right. Okay. And so we're watching SIGA to go red to see some rejection on TN, whatever. But it's got to break down this 50, 1442 there. And that is looking like a previous top as well. Look at that line that you can just draw right across there. Just meeting that line. We can go even further back. And there is that area right there that keeps struggling within. GOVX throwing some wicks up there, but since SIGA isn't giving that confirmation, people are not confident on GOVX. Getting up there to that top range again, trying to hold. This is going to be a big dump here. SIGA about to break down, going red. Look at this. Look at this. Watch these dump. Oh boy. Let's see. GOVX and TNXP should follow here soon. There's GOVX getting that short. TNXP should be getting the same sentiment. Getting off of those 139s. And SIGA is now back red on the day, so we should see these follow. Now the question is, can it hold up the 14 on SIGA? It's already tested it once today. And we'll see. Reb also got a nice little push down in here as well. TNXP giving up the ghost. CMRX has been giving up the ghost. Gave up, look, 10% down. It was following the monkeypox news as well. Ate up the whole gap almost. The gap was from 183 up here to the 250s and ate up that whole gap. I guess whoever's trading GOVX, they don't know that it's directly correlated with SIGA, so this may get ugly for GOVX longs. And TNXP starting to look ugly as well. So waiting for a huge dump here on GOVX. Back towards the $1. Maybe even through the $1. Let me jump back over here to my scans and see if anything new is popping up. RDBX continues to get its little feet wet out here. It's now in the competition with the volume, and it is halted, going up. Never ever formed any kind of bottom, just going straight up. So this is like TBLT on Friday. Never ever formed any kind of bottoms. Just went straight up and then a big crash. It's up 63%, but that is dangerous. All right, let's see what else we got. While we're waiting, let me read some of these chats. Good morning, Lori Lee, Lauren. Yeah, Donnell, you cut out of REVB. Yeah, that thing started looking kind of nasty, going red. That's a good rule of thumb, though. If it goes red on the day, just cut it. It starts struggling. It's that cheap. You can always re-enter. Just go ahead and cut it. Cut it, cut it. All right. Yeah, this thing's not looking too good. Okay. All right, GOVX getting closer and closer to dive bombing. It's a lot of traps out here on Monday morning, you know? And after you watch the markets for a while, you realize Monday mornings and Friday afternoons, it's a lot of traps set up. KAVL continuing down. Let's look at this SPY. SPY down to the 395s. SIGA has transitioned. Looks like a big indecision in this right above the 14, and that is not good. SPY came down to this 394. Came up here and tested the 395, almost the 396 level. SIGA again trying to come back green, but continuing to fail. RDBX, let me see how long this halt is supposed to be. RDBX halt from halted at 950. So it should be opening up here in like less than a minute. Yeah. 55.52 on RDBX. GOVX trying again. SIGA coming back green as well, but not looking strong on the 15-minute. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna like that motion on SIGA. All right, GOVX. Which one of these things is gonna dump first big? GOVX up 7% since the open, holding green right around this 120. So I'm wondering, can it go ahead and push that 125 and start getting out of here? And then the SIGA is also green, so questionable play. I wouldn't buy here, but somebody is for this little break. If this is a real break, barely got through the 122s. May get more push, but beyond the 125s, but just not my type of setup there. 124s. We should what? Seven. Need to keep moving. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. Work on those issues in a little bit. RDBX opened up very high. We got another one. What is this? Let me check this one out. Nah, never mind. That's just a little speck in the wind. I was looking at IEA, but that's not what we want. It's not even moving hardly. They just got a little bit of earnings. So the range on this one has really closed up. It came down here, hit the dollar, bounced back up to $1.10, $3, back up to 116. So this range is very, very small. I don't know how much money you can push out of this thing, but 113 up to the, so it's like 10-cent moves and they're getting smaller on GOVX. People are getting impatient. They're not just going. SIGA, I don't know, man. These things are going flat. Just not good not good risk to reward. And this is why I wait until later on in the day to take my trades. Because all of this indecision. They do not want to let it break down that 120 yet. 16,000 shares sitting out there on that 120. Probably a nice size short filling up his little boat. Seeing SIGA push back up to the 14, but it's just so flat here. It's just not making those new highs. 1481 will be a new high there. Just not getting those pushes yet. There's a little bit of a push. Let's see the reaction to TNPX and GOV. Will they get that reaction as well? Up to the 1475s. This thing, SIGA does not need to fail. People gonna start dropping out of those lower price ones. '80s. SIGA's only up 2%. '80s, '90s. Top up here at 15, 16. Okay. GOVX, everything's feeling the same sentiment here. GOVX trying again as well. Okay, we're going towards 15 bucks on SIGA. Just a chop fest. We got Cisco. Wait, what? That don't sound right. Give me 1 second. Let me go check this real quick. I don't have an open for what open? No. Because I closed everything. I don't know. I'll see when he responds. All right. GOVX coming on down to the 115s. SIGA though is still up green, which is weird. It's going up, and TNPX and all these other ones are going down. So I'm wondering, when they try to retest, will they retest successfully because SIGA's going up? These are just things that are going on in my head because I'm halfway crazy. SIGA's going up to 15. Yeah, that's kind of weird. The TNPX and all these are still chopping around like they are. Oh, okay. So now we're cracking $15 on GOVX. I'm thinking it's gonna hold up. So I'm looking for this thing to stop doing this motion down. I don't know why it's doing that. Went up to the 15s, found a little struggle point, coming back off the 15s here on SIGA. Why? Why are you going down? Maybe it's just got to retest one more time, but this 15-minute is not looking good. Coming down back down here to the 115s. I don't like that. Maybe on a second test of the 15s, it'll start acting a little bit more normal. $120s. The 120s would be back green for this thing. I'm going to yeah, this is a weird area. Why it's not just breaking. And I don't like this setup. I'll get it at a higher price if I need to, because I just really do not like this setup that it's giving. but it's looking like it's going back and retesting this 120. RDBX continues to plow ahead. Came back down 462, just plowing up. SIGA back under the 15s as well. May have to wait till this hour candle closes on SIGA to see what it really wants to do, because it's playing. If it was going to get going, it would have got gone. Yeah. Yeah, One Life. I was looking over there. This makes no sense on RDBX. I don't think let me see. Wait a minute. Let me scroll back up these chats. Man, y'all been putting out the chats. Let me see. Okay, don't attribute. Poor guys. All right. Let's see. Yo. Let me get down to NQ Red Day. Watch out for Bush's Biden crew. NQ stands for NASDAQ. He's asking if you're watching sectors. You know the sectors, so it's either yay or nah. Are you looking to go long or to sell? I'm looking to go long. RDBX it looks like a death trap. Watch gold currency reserves of countries. You really don't think I pay attention. Okay. Okay, so we're back up to the 120s. I just do not like the way that this just peeling around this 120 like this. Even if it does break, I'll look to get in later on in the day. SIGA did get across the 15s, but yeah, I'm not willing to play that game with these yet. SIGA's only up 5% on the day since the open. Not impressive. There comes GOVX getting a dump here. So now we'll see after this dump, can it hold green and then a retest of that 120 level. So we got our resistance up here, clear resistance at the 120s. Letting it dump down a little bit as SIGA continues to go up. TNXP losing volume as well out here. Only hit 1 million shares one time. So yeah, things looking nice. Looking for that bottom. Looking for that nice low buy. Only 18 cents away from $1. And this is where patience is practiced, you know. Because, I mean, it was so easy to FOMO into any of these little peaks out here. But I don't want to put my money into something like that. I want to get in where the majority of people are making the most money. Or not the majority, the minority of people are making the most money. Because up here is just a trap. And we see the pullback here, 116s. SIGA still sitting at that 1525. SIGA played a breakout 1474 and then you exited at 1524. Nice. Yeah, I just wasn't looking to trade SIGA. I was looking to trade some of these other ones on the sentiment of SIGA. Okay. Still about a 50-50 with the red to green ratio in the market. Nice. Okay. So GOVX coming down here once again with a test of this 115 level. I like it. Holding right here under the 120s. Will it continue downward? Throwing a little wick up there. Getting slashed a little bit. Will it hold below the body? Yeah, it's looking like it's going to hold below the body of the 118s here. We'll see if it continues to push down a little bit. SIGA continuing to pile up. Bars are getting smaller though up here towards the 1550s. This area here was, I mean, pretty much a bunch of areas of resistance and shorting areas right here up to the 1525. So it is in this area. We'll see how the shorts react to it entering this area. RDBX made that next move 30 cents up to the 540s and is now coming back down. Still up 75% since the open. Huge mover. And SIGA continues to push. Now I'm getting more interested in GOVX if it holds. But I gotta wait to one of these 15-minute candles wants to go back green. I'm not playing on red. 1550s getting touched there. Mm. 65 million shares traded. They're trying hard to force GOVX down, but continues to get those fails to break down. Let's see if it can break that 115. There's 115. A lot of red coming through there. Let's see it come on down. SIGA also coming back as well off of that 1550. I'm just watching for these to set up properly. SIGA almost back down to the 15s. I'm looking for a big breakdown of GOVX. There we go. There we go. Red on the hour now. Okay. Now we see the short starting to liven up and start to win. Can it pick up that momentum to the downside here? Go ahead and retest that dollar. SIGA back down to the 15s now. That's what I want to see. I want to see those shorts win, man. I want to see them win. Please win. GOVX struggling red to green now. So glad I was patient on that and didn't just jump in because of SIGA going. I was like, nah, I still want a low buy, you know. Nah, practice that patience. RDBX, how far did it fall? Or is it still going up? RDBX just sitting at the 550s. Nice, nice, nice. So this one is definitely interesting to me if it can hold green now. So now for it to hold green, what would that price be? That price, it will have to hold over the 110-ish area. Wait, no. Is that right? Yeah, about 110, 111. Kind of a weird spot, but going on red now. So we'll focus in on the things that are green still. SIGA pulling all the way back down off of that little top is what we wanted to avoid. If you made money in that SIGA pop though, great job, you know, taking the risk, but yeah, just not my type of risk. All right. RDBX just continues to grind up. It is looking like the winner on the day, staying green on the day. Uh, just no reasoning. So It's a scalper's paradise again. It was a scalper's paradise Friday, and now here on Monday we see the things with the catalyst going down. But I'll keep GOVX on hard watch if it flips back over green. The other ones though down, 9%, 10%. I'm definitely not playing those, but this one is at least in range to come back green. It only has 2 cents to pop back up. But we shall see. Got about 6 minutes on the stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the analysis and the kind of like the talk throughs of these crazy penny stock movers. And well, Siga's really not penny stock, but I mean it's a bigger mover, larger float, a little bit less volatile, but still, I think it was some good analysis. Ooh, give me 1 second. Still not there. Okay, cool. But yeah, make sure you guys check out the Discord. We have a Discord where I try my best to, if I see anything entering levels that I like or something like that, I'll enter it into the Discord. Um, but other than that, we talk about everything investing in entrepreneurship. We drop any kind of community announcements there. Um, we do all that in Discord. Would love to see you in there. If and that is the quickest way to get in contact with me or Ben. You drop a message in the Discord. It's almost like texting us or having us right there. There are not video. There are voice chats that we can jump into and kind of talk things out if you're not into the texting thing. So yeah, we can talk to each other in there as well. But yeah, check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. For the people over on Twitch, appreciate you guys as well. If you want to drop a follow, hey, let it go. Let it rip. I will be back tomorrow morning. But y'all know, as of now, I'm about to go and hustle the world. I'm gonna keep an eye on these, but definitely some opportunities, but they just did not hold up to something that didn't even have a reason to be up, which was RDBX. So that did not excite me at all. And TNXP, all of these just continue to grind down. So Ben, I don't know if you're streaming today. Ben streams on the home channel, frameworkfortune.com. He does his market analysis over there. A lot of times he waits a little bit later in the day because a lot of times it's very unclear at this point where things want to go, and a lot of FOMO trades happen in this time. But you got to be strong. You got to say no. Say no to things that look appealing but don't meet your criteria. Say no. And sometimes you will miss your exact criteria. I've done it before, and then I've jumped in a little bit higher and it still worked out, but I had to size down because it wasn't the plan that I was looking to follow. I'm not dropping 600 something shares, 700 shares on something that's already missed the point where I wanted to enter that. I'm just going to size down. I'll take 300, 200, be good. If you're wrong, accept it. If you're late, size down. But anyway, that's enough lessons for today, I guess. Appreciate all you guys for dropping your chats, your comments, and everything else on the channel. Um, Daniel B, SB, One Life, Lori, Donnell, Ben. Uh, let me see. Let me see. Got to scroll up. Anybody else was in here giving shout outs, free shout outs to everybody. Appreciate all you guys for coming through. And I'm about to shut it down. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.